How often do you say, I can't? I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, what you say shapes your reality. It does. Hi, my name is Bonnie. Welcome back to my channel, Healthy Done My Way. Today we're going to discuss how you can change your mind to change your outcome. And basically, those self-limiting talks, beliefs that you have, well, they're like self-prophecies that you speak into existence. If you think you can't do it, if you think you're going to fail, guess what? Subconsciously, you will. So, I have some good news. Today, we're going to talk about changing our mindset and how changing our mindset can help us further down the road. It's going to take some work, but I think we can do it. So, let's get started. Okay, the first one is identifying your limiting beliefs. This is what I want you to do. Just give it a try. For 1 week, list all the negative thoughts and self-talk that you have to yourself. Just write them down. Just write them down, okay? About your skills, who you think you are, your identity, and just write them down, all the negative thoughts and beliefs about yourself. And then at the end of the week, I want you to see how often you believe this about yourself, or you thought this about yourself negatively, that is. Okay, look at that. And you might see a pattern developing as to how many times you say something about your ability to do something, like, I'm not creative, I can't do this, and how often you say that to yourself. That's just an example. The next thing I want you to do is challenge those limiting beliefs. And what do I mean by that? Well, basically, I want you to look at those each one of those limiting beliefs and say to yourself, is it true? Is there evidence to back this up? Is this someone's opinion? Because most time, if if it was our friend, what would we tell our friend? What would you tell your friend if your friend was having these negative thoughts? And sometimes we already have the answers within us, but we save it for our friends. But seriously speaking, think about that. Is it someone else's opinion? And if it is that a trustworthy person? Kind of dissect that, deconstruct those opinions and those beliefs to the point whereby you can say, is it a lie? Do I have evidence to back this up? Okay, that's one. So once you identified your limiting beliefs and you challenge those, then you want to start thinking about replacing those limiting thoughts. For instance, if you often say negative things about yourself, this negative self-talk, start saying things to the effect, it has to be realistic, it has to be true, and it has to be achievable. So in doing so, instead of saying something like, I'm the best. Okay, how specific is that? You're the best at what? Instead of saying, I'm the best, say something to the effect of, I am improving every day in this area, fill in the blank, whatever that is. My skills are getting better in this area, fill that in. Okay, but it has to be true. And we're going to talk about the action part in a little bit. Okay, so do that and start rewiring your brain to think that way and to talk life into the situation. I am not talking about ignoring the issues or ignoring your feelings or ignoring what's the circumstances. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is look at it and talk to it and see how you can get better, instead of saying, I can't do that because all these obstacles in the way. You can say something to the effect of like this. Yeah, there are obstacles in the way, but I know there's an answer somewhere in here. I just have to apply myself and I just have to find it. I know I can. And then with that comes the actions and taking steps, doing research and what have you. So you see where I'm going with that? So it is more so important to think along those lines. And in that way, you're building up this mindset, you're building up a foundation, you're building up ways for your mind to think differently in the circumstances when it comes. Because when you're speaking and you're talking to the situation, then in a positive way, because remember, your declaration creates your experiences. So what comes out of your mouth, that's what you're going to experience. More emotional trauma, more not trauma, but more emotional chaos, more illnesses. Because as you think about things, your body is getting sick because of you're putting the stress and pressure on your body. So you see how this goes. We can talk ourselves into sickness, into health, into success, into wins. We just have to be aware of our mind. Bring those thoughts under captivity, okay? Pay attention to what do you think, and that's why I say write them down. And the next thing is practice gratitude. I know everyone talks about gratitude. I get it. And the reason why we talk about gratitude, Rebecca, is because science has proven that if you look at things from a positive standpoint, again, not ignoring the situation, not putting your head in the sand and think it's going to go away, but if you look at it in a way as in a way in a, that you can pull from it, glean from it. For instance, if there's a situation going on and you need and you think you can't find your way out, ask yourself this. There is a solution. I just have to find it and start thinking on something that is positive in this. Okay, I know that this is going on right now, but I know it's not going to last. And start thinking on that. Or think about if you're sad for whatever reason. It's because number one, you're thinking about the situation from how it is you're facing it right now. But be grateful for just the little things, even that I may be going through this now, but I have a family that loves me. I have friends that are supportive of me. I have someone I can go to talk to about this, even though the situation is going on. Okay? For instance, let me give you an example. This is a really good example. I'm in the process of, not in the process of moving, but I'm contemplating moving. Well, not even contemplate. I really want to move because I'm discontent. I wouldn't say discontent, but I've outgrown the area that I am. Let's just put it that way. And it's not serving me in a way that I would like it to. But I'm looking at it this way in terms of, okay, yes, Vonnie, you want to move, yes, and you need to move. But here's the thing: you have a window right here in the back of me that I can see beautiful trees when the curtains are open, the blinds are open, beautiful trees, the landscaping, the birds chirping, just a gamut of things. Vonnie, also, your neighbors are so quiet. They're so respectful. They stay to themselves, which I like staying to myself when I want to be to myself, but engaging. And so you see where I'm going with this. Even though there's negative things going on around me, I'm I am focused on the positive. I'm being grateful for what I do have because quietness, the neighbors are quiet and the evening is quiet. They're just the trees, just the landscaping. Just and so you see where I'm going with this. Even though there are issues that are going on, yes, there is. Just but but I'm grateful for the things I just mentioned. So you see where I'm going with this does that make sense? So yeah, so once you have identified your limiting beliefs, you challenge those, you replace those. This is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's just steadily doing this. And then your mindset, you're getting to a point where your mindset is changed. It has shifted to a more positive. outcome, and your language has changed because you're thinking differently, you're speaking differently, you're going to start to feel differently, and then you're going to start to behave differently. So you see how that works. Get to the root cause. The mind, your speaking, your declaration, what comes out of your mouth, life or death, your emotions, because you can speak life and death into your emotions, then your behavior, and then you're willing yourself to behave in a certain way, if that makes sense. So that's where the action comes in. And these are the small actions. When you start this process, if you choose to take on this mission, then start little. Just start at little things at a time. Start noticing little things at a time, the identifying them, and then challenging them. But take it slowly. And then as you do that, your mind, you're renewing your mind to a point whereby, okay, I'm looking at that differently. This doesn't affect me in a way that it used to. I'm speaking life into my life. So, but that takes time. Like I said, it's going to take time, but just kind of apply these steps and lots of prayers. I kid you not, it works. So, comment in the description in the area below in terms of what limiting belief you are going to address this week. Okay? I hope that helped you a little bit. And you know what we say, healthy done my way, meaning your way. I really appreciate you as always. And I'll see you the next time. Bye.